We're on a new lake, and we'll show you what happens. My pal's already set up. We've got a bite here. We must have a bite. Yep. You in? Yep. Sweet. Yeah, it turns out it's only a little jack, but that's his second pike of the session.
Gotta go in there.
Do you want a net? Yeah. Hey, that's Lee's second pike of the day. I didn't film the first one because I was about 100 yards away. He's alright, mate. He's strong. Mate. Bit muddy. Me and my pal are fishing a new lake for the winter time. My pal lives round the corner, and he's been after getting on this lake for a while. And this year he actually got himself and me on this lake after a little bit of detective work and emailing people and that kind of thing. So hopefully I'll have a few pike to show you this winter. I'm looking to beat my PB, which is only 16 pound, which at the time seemed like a really big fish, but I've got to do a bit of catching up. I've got to catch a bigger fish than 16 pound this season. So we'll see how it goes. Right, I'm in here. No, it's only little. And there we go. That's my first pike of the season. It only goes about, I don't know, 4 or 5 pound, if that. I'd say 4 pound. Alright, that's my first pike of the winter season. It's not a massive fish, but it's a start. And I'm going to dedicate this one to John Wilson because I've just found out that he's died. And that's my first pike of the season, hopefully the first of many. So he's safely released. He went back really well, actually. I was fishing with herrings and sprats, but I haven't had a sniff. My pal on the other side, he's had a similar sized pike on a sardine, so I was sort of feeling quite confident with the sprats and the herrings, but I weren't getting nothing. I put out a live bait rod and I caught a small live rod, and I put that on, and that's done the business. Right, I'm in again on another live rod. Last one anyway. He's having a little go. There he is. He's a bit long and lean. He's only lightly hooked. I reckon. God, he's got a big scar on the back of him as well. I reckon that goes about, what, 7 or 8 pound? Something like that. Yeah, I ain't got you, but you got you in the fish. Yeah. Nice one. That's my first half decent pike for a while, actually. I don't know, it goes about 7 or 8 pound, I'd say.
Happy days.
Sweet as, live rod. Flew off. Let's put it back. Right, I'm off piking again today. It's a couple of days after the last time, just a few hours, just because it's round the corner. I can just fit it in after dropping the kids off at school and picking them back up and going to work. So it's easy to do that. Just to fly down there, have a few hours. We've been using dead baits over there. We've had a couple of fish on the dead baits, but the live baits, they really do seem to be catching the fish. So I'm in the process of using my wife's old, what do you call that, food mixer. She was going to throw it out. I said, no, I'll have it. Bought some maggots to catch the roach and the rudd and that, but I'd like some groundbait, and I forgot to buy some in the shop, but I did have halibut pellets, some floating trout pellets, and my wife, she said this muesli that she bought, or whatever that is rubbish, so I'm going to use that. Gonna grind it up, I'm gonna make my own groundbait. So this is the muesli that me missus don't want. That's what you're left with. That's pretty much like groundbait that you would buy. Them fish, they're gonna be eating better than us. This is floating trout pellet. I should imagine if it's got a propensity to float, then it'll be fizzing away out of this groundbait and fizzing up in the water column and attracting more fish. I'm hoping anyway. It's like a powder. Looks like turmeric, but that's the floating trout pellet. That's going in the mix. Last, but definitely not least, are these halibut pellets that I was using earlier in the year to get the crayfish. Them fish, they should go mad for that. That's mank. That's made probably some of the best groundbait I've ever had, so we'll see how that goes. And don't forget, this is an what is this, Cal?
It's like a Nutri-Bullet thing.
What do you call it though? Like, what is it? A food mixer?
Food grinder.
It's this food grinder. Me missus, she didn't want this food grinder, and she was going to throw it away basically, because I bought her a new food mixer last year that does everything. So this thing was redundant, and it was getting old, and I'm just using it to mash up baits for fishing. Don't use stuff that you're going to use for the family to cook food for people, because this has got in a right old state. This is mine. Stays in the shed with all my fishing tackle and the bait. Got a load of casters there left over from the last time I went fishing. They're a bit mank actually. Got some lake water and this mix that I made earlier. And hopefully I can get myself some live bait. Let's see how long that takes me. Single maggot. The groundbait's doing the business. I've started catching rudd. This one has already been attacked. Wonder whether that groundbait's working. Yep, I think it is. I've got plenty enough live bait rudd there. Just had a take, but it dropped it. You can see the teeth marks on it, look. Something's had hold of that. Yeah, no luck today. I've had one take on a rudd, but it was a drop take. And the bait had all slashes and that down it, so we're going to pack up now, and I've got to let all these rudd go. I'm gutted about it. I wish I had some way of keeping these live baits, because they're going to be a pain in the neck to catch as winter draws on. You're not going to be able to catch them as easy as now. I mean, it's quite mild for November, and I've been catching quite a few, so yeah, I'm going to let them go now. So there's the boat we're staying on. My mate whose boat it is, he's not here this weekend. He's blown us out, but he's let us use his boat. But we're not confident enough to take it out onto the Broads, so we're just going to fish the marina this weekend. We've got loads of live baits, we've got loads of dead baits. We're just going to give it a go. And the weather's not looking too clever. Nice over here. There's the rain. Here it comes. It's peeing down with rain outside, so we've had to come inside. I've left the bait out there, just bobbing around on the pike bung, and I'm just waiting for a bite, and I'm looking at it out the window. Got my old mate Lee fishing out the back. Whee!
Fishing out the front room.
Ooh, what's that?
It's a fucking carp or something just jumped out just by that fucking.
What, something jumped out?
So seriously, jumped out.
So this is where we're staying. This is the lodgings. This is me mate's boat. And
thank you, Adam.
cheers, Adam. And hopefully we catch something this weekend.
Alright.
It's rotten, the weather's rotten. I haven't been able to come out all year to fish on my mate's boat. He's been asking me all year since the fishing season started. And I've been busy every single weekend. Every weekend. This is the first time I could come down here. And this is the first weekend that my mate Adam couldn't make it. But he's letting us use his boat. But we're just going to fish the marina because I don't fancy driving a 38-foot boat through tight little spaces and that. I'm not used to it, so we're just going to stay in the marina. So I'm hoping for at least something to show you for this weekend. Oh well.
If not, empty vodka bottles.
Yeah.
Nah, we'll do alright, brother. I fancy we'll have something.
Right, so next day, moving around the marina a bit. Yesterday we didn't really have much time apart from catching the live baits, but got a few roach, a few skimmers, even caught a little rough, or a pope some people call it. It's turned freezing, absolutely freezing cold. I've had 2 dropped runs and my mate just dropped one as well. So they're out there, just got to find them. This weather's diabolical. It's raining again now. It's been raining all night. That's all it's been forecast for, is rain the whole time. Oh man. Look how dark that sky is. Look at this, beautiful over here. Beautiful and bright. Why can't it stay like this? We have had torrential rain. It's just a nightmare trying to do anything. Yeah, look, it's coming down again. It's just started again. I think this net's going to be a bit too big for it, but we'll see. Hold up. Oh, at least you caught something, mate.
Action, mate, yeah.
What's that on the old sock?
Yeah, it's on a little soft plastic. Woo. Well, at least I caught something. I ain't fucking blanked. Myself a fish. Oh, look at that! Look.
Yeah,
literally.
Oh, mate.
Just nibbled.
Skin of his teeth.
Look, look.
Let it go.
Let's take the tail. There we go. Hee. Nice little one. Put it straight back, eh?
Yeah, go on, mate.
Oh, look. There he goes.
Nice one.
It's a start.
Yeah, something in it, mate.
It's better than a fackle.
Fuck. That's another tripod broke. Catching some quality roach here. Look at that. I'm not fishing for bait anymore. I'm just fishing to pass the time away because we haven't had much in the way of action. So just doing this for fun now.